Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome here to Hillside. On the poles, Al Matthews, it's Joey Murphy, Luis Hernandez, and Jessica Kinghart with a great qualifying run in that Ford. This has been Ford's home track. Dylan Schwallenberg won here last season, and he's been the king of the short tracks this season. But who's going to win here today at Hillside? Al Matthews would love to get up here and win in Boston, Mass. I think he last season was leading a lot of this race and just could never get the job done. Right now, Luis Hernandez has a 40-point lead over David Diaz. That's a huge point advantage with this many races left in the season. I mean, anything can happen still, too, that point lead. But right now, if he finishes top 5 for the next 2 weeks, it's almost a lock. Caution is out. Zorlian. Man, Jonathan Zorlian. Oh, wow. Eric Monaco is totaled. Oh, whoa. Somebody was way off the track. 2 of the Curtis racing machines. Looks like, I don't know, looks like Joseph Curtis makes a little contact with Blake, and Gatlin down he goes down through the grass, and yikes. Huge impacts. What about... Oh. Bobby Striegel involved in this. Blake Warren again. Him and Joseph Curtis. Oh. Blake took a huge hit there. I think Joseph Curtis did too. Biggin on lap number 2 here at Hillside. It's not often you see that big of a crash like that here at Hillside, but... That being said, ladies and gentlemen, we'll get you back here to the green flag in just a couple moments. Lights are off on the pace car. All the cars that were involved in the crash are out, except for Patrick Smith. And a couple of the cars back here that just never pitted. Green flag in the air. Patrick Smith is going to be in that inside lane. Oh, Zorlian going to try to get by Hernandez down there, but I mean, that 6 car is going to be really slow with all that damage on it. Looks like this is going to be a repeat of last week. They finally got the 6 to the outside lane, and Hernandez going for the race lead. Is he the guy that's going to break the Ford curse here at Hillside? It could be. Chevrolet had been working a lot on the short track cars. They felt like the Ford still had the edge on the short track and road courses. But now, I don't know. Look at Eric Rodriguez. You could tell the Fords have got some horses. James Kinghart, a former winner here. Matthews going back by Hernandez. 3 wide almost. James Kinghart wants to get to the front. Hernandez trying to maybe play blocker for his teammate. Could be a thing. Actually, Hernandez wants to go back to the race lead here in Boston. So you got some destroyed race cars back here. A shock, man. John Gilbert has usually been a good car here every season. He's usually one of the cars that are up near the front. Dylan Schwallenberg struggling here today. This is not your average short track. It's big, it's wide, it's fast. And it's going to put the 24 to the lead. But look who's coming. Jessica Kinghart. Could Jessica Kinghart do something? That the last time a female did it was Annie Thomas. And she won here 3 times in a row. With the 60 team, this old 60 team is actually this season's 4 team. So can Jessica Kinghart get up here? Annie Thomas was the only wins Annie ever accomplished in Sportsman was here at Boston. And the 4 car looks just like an old Annie Thomas car. Bad fast on the bottom. There it goes to the inside. Annie Thomas, his old team is on this team. Last season they gave her some of the 38, not the 38, but gave Annie some of the crew members from an old Hernandez motor, or from not an old Hernandez Motorsports, my bad, an old Ford Performance team that hardly ever raced. And then now they went and got an actual team that was on the 60 car and dominated to this racetrack, man. Nobody could beat the 60 here for a couple seasons. It looks like maybe the magic's back in this 4 car. Hernandez battling hard. You can see how good that 4 car is everywhere on this track. Top, bottom, middle. So I'm going to bring Eric Rodriguez in the mix. Eric is actually going to push the 24 by using air. But now Eric's going to go to the inside. James Kinghart. Oh, yikes, boys. James Kinghart going to push Eric by. It's good to see Jessica Kinghart up here leading laps. Actually, now Hernandez is going to get stuck behind lap traffic. 3 wide. Oh. Hernandez is going to try to make clear of the lap traffic super quick, and he does. Oh, it's going to block a lot of the lanes. James Kinghart. That over Joey Murphy. Look at Jessica Kinghart. Wow, what a move. Is on the high side, drives it in, and gets to the bottom. And there's a car right here, man, who would love to get a win. Hasn't won in so long, and it's Joey Murphy. A lot of people said that Joey might not be able to cut it anymore. He led a lot at Salem until he busted the radiator out of the front end. And he is very hungry for a win. Last season complained about how Chevrolet was lacking a lot of speed and was getting beat by the Fords every week last season. And even got beat by the Dodge. Oh, the 6 is going to stop. That's actually going to help Murphy maybe. No caution is out on the speedway. Big crash. John Gilbert is involved. I see him on the apron down there. Oh, wow. We got cars all over the track. They're going to need to start slowing some cars down. Oh! Did Dylan Schwallenberg hit him? Oh, no! Dylan Schwallenberg just hit. I don't know if it was Sam Curtis or if he hit John Gilbert. Oh, he hit Zach King. You see how much damage it did? It ripped the oil lines and everything out of the 21. That being said, we gotta go find out what happened and what brought out this caution. Oh, somebody gets... Oh, it looks like maybe some lap cars wrecking. Oh, they were 4 wide with some lap traffic. Al Legacy, Scott Roush. Al Legacy's going to squeak through it, but the rest of the field back here, Robbie Jackson, that's a point contender. Getting squeaking by. So does Zachary Fitzwater. Just looks like lap traffic was the cause of that caution. We'll get you back here to the green flag. And Luis Hernandez, hold on and break Ford's dominance of Boston. We'll see in just a moment. And ready to go back to green flag racing. A lot of cars lined up on the inside. Scott Roush. A couple of these lap cars. Sam Curtis. A little more than 10 to go. Joey Murphy is going to really need a lot of these cars to clear quick if he wants a shot at the 24. You see back here, there's the openings, but I mean, you can't really do much with them. Green flag in the air. 24 got a great start. 42 spun the tires right in front of the 38, and you can see the 24 gets straight to the bottom, gets by Scott Roush. Now the 42 is going to have to pass Scott Roush. 88 going with him, man. This could be the week that Chevrolet braced the Ford's dominance here. Jessica Kinghart starting the charge. Could Jessica Kinghart march back? Joey Murphy and Alan Matthews are racing really hard for second. That's going to bring the 40, or the 4, not the 60 or 40, the 4 back up in the mix. We talked about Andy Thomas's old crew was on Jessica Kinghart's machine this season. Caution back on the track with 10 laps of racing to go. Looks like lap cars once again. And the top 5 will be out of lap traffic. William Brock involved. We're going to go see what happened here. Yeah, it looks like something with the 16. Actually, no, it was the 22 and the 96 making contact. And it turns to 16. And I think DJ just backed it into the pit wall a ton. Actually, if he did not hit the pit wall, he's very lucky he didn't. Yeah, he missed it and gets it. Wow, DJ didn't hit anything. Good run. He saved it. Even avoids that Sam coming down the racetrack. But with that being said, we've seen what happened. We'll get you back to the green flag. Lights are off on the pace car. Here's the big challenge. Is Luis Hernandez going to win his 4th race of the season and pretty much clinch the championship almost? Is Joey Murphy going to get up here and get a win? He's hungry. Alan Matthews last week rode second all race long behind the 24. Would love to get a win. The 4 has Andy Thomas's old crew that was undefeated here for a couple seasons. James Kinghart, a former winner as well here at Boston. Jessica Kinghart also looking for her first Sportsman victory. Green flag in the air. We're racing here at Boston once again for a couple of laps. The 4 got a great start. 88 going by the 42. Jessica Kinghart really trying. These two are going to get side by side, and it's really hurting the 4 and the 38 because now they're not going to be able to get by. If a caution comes out, this thing's over. Oh, the 4 slides way high. The 24 is wanting to see the yellow lights cut on because he would win four races and go back to back. Something that a Chevy team hasn't done in a while. Matthews still battling. With just a couple to go. Coming to 2 to go. Can Jessica Kinghart get by Alan Matthews and maybe make a charge to the 24? Clear. I don't think Jessica Kinghart's got enough time to get to the 24. White flag in the air. Joey Murphy diving it in hard. I think it's too little too late for Jessica Kinghart. Joey Murphy diving to the inside. Too little too late. Luis Hernandez will win back-to-back and get his 4th win of the season here at Boston and breaks Ford's dominance. Hernandez has dominated this season. And all that does is just give him a bigger point lead. He finished couple spots ahead. I mean, when you win races with this format, it completely helps you. Go on, we're going to get you your finishing order. It's Hernandez, Jessica Kinghart, who gave a great run. Joey Murphy, James Kinghart, Alan Matthews, David Diaz, Michael Haas, Isaiah Monaco, Jonathan Zorley, and Eric Rodriguez, Tony Newman, Zachary Fitzwater, Diego Yepes, Will Goss, Cynthia Bright, Samet Oskin, Cody Lamas, Al Agassi, Justin Jones, and DJ Curtis. That's your top 20. And here's the rest of your finishing order, ladies and gentlemen. We will see everybody next week at Texas Motor Speedway, as we're getting ready to clinch this championship out. Till we meet again, everybody.